last update that he gave a couple of days ago. I think he gave it Friday, and just talk about what's coming and what he talked about. To start with, I want to tell everybody out there that I'm off the clock. Okay. I know Mr. Mufara said that oconect was coming out in March last month, so this is April 2nd, I believe. It is so unimportant, the timing of oconect, whether he misses March by a couple of days. It is just irrelevant. I don't care about those things, and neither should you. Turn the clock off. April is going to be a phenomenal month. And Mr. Mufara, on the webinar that he just gave a couple of days ago, he went through the whole thing. It was awesome. Again, I say this all the time, and every time he comes on, it's better and better and better. And last Friday was no exception. And I was not on the meeting live. I had to listen to it like many of you did. But when I listened to it, it was just an exciting time for me. I'm not sleeping that well right now anyway, and after that last webinar, I'm not sleeping at all. But what I want to focus on is really what Mr. Mufara said, where we are, and focus on you. What's coming? What do you need to do? And it's really, really simple. Everything that Mr. Mufara has talked about is going to be flooding in the next few days and weeks to come. It really is. It's just going to flood in. And when you talk about on passive, I've always had a problem with people coming in and telling me that on passive is passive, right? You've heard that many, many times. Unpassive is not passive. If you're on the sideline and you're just a spectator and you think you can do nothing and benefit from what's coming in on passive, you're just wrong. Unpassive is not passive. You have to come in and there are things you have to do. You have to engage. As Mr. Mufar comes out and gives us things to do, we need to go into our back office, the OES back office, Unpassive Ecosystem back office, and we need to do those things that we need to do. And they are going to be coming very, very quickly now. You need to engage. You need to go into the existing OES back office now, and you need to do it every day. I can tell you I go into that back office multiple times a day. I do not want to miss anything, and I don't want to wait for Marty and Red and Chris to give me an update on something I could have already known if I'd have gone into the back office, the OES back office. You need to do that. You need to engage. You need to get into that back office. Mr. Mufara told us that there will be times when things will just come up into the OES back office. There will be no announcement. It's just going to come up. He might send you an email that it's there. But you have to engage. This is something we have to do as brand ambassadors of Unpassive. This is not a passive business. You need to take responsibility for your business. And this is the start of it. So let's talk about what's coming. As a brand ambassador, you and I, that's what's really exciting. What's coming, what do we need to do, and what's going to be happening, okay? To start with, the OES back office is going to change. A brand new OES back office is going to be coming up. That's one of the reasons Mr. Mufara didn't get oconect out in March, is because the new OES back office, because they were doing so many things, they had to tinker with the security a little bit, and that just takes a couple of days. And I mean that, just a couple of days. Once that's done, it'll probably be done this weekend. Things start to come. And the first thing that's going to come is the OES back office, a brand new OES back office. When we go back there, and again, this is the progression of Unpassive. Whether it happens the first day, second day, third day, I don't know. But it is going to happen very, very quickly. As we go back in there, there are things that we're going to have to do. If you're already in your OES back office, you've already signed the non-disclosure agreement, there is a KYC you're going to have to do. But before you do that, you're going to have to click a button, become a independent reseller of the IT product. Okay, so you'll become an independent reseller. You'll do the KYC. There will probably be a wallet there either right away or right after that. You're going to have to take that wallet, hook it up to wherever you want to hook it up to send your money to. These are all things that we're going to have to do. Again, Unpassive is not passive. You have to engage, and there are things you have to do. As oconect comes in, we're going to have a a grace period where we can come in and use oconect for a week or 10 days or 2 weeks. I don't know what the time frame is. Again, it's not relevant for me. The clock is off. Everything is rolling. That's all I care about. Mr. Mufar has done such a magnificent job of getting to the place where we're at. And he said it very, very, it was really, really cool when he said this. He said, we've done all this stuff. Now it's time for you to flex your muscles. I absolutely love that. It is our time. This is our time. This is your time. And these are the things that we're going to need to do. You have to engage. So as oconect comes into the back office, we're going to be able to use it. Now, I've had this discussion with several people. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. As we come out and oconect is there and we can use it, are we going to be able to use it with the general public or just with those brand ambassadors with OnPassive? Either way it works. I hope the first one works, where we can come in and we can start to share it with those individuals that we know, we love, we communicate with on a daily basis, many of them not in OnPassive right now, that we can do oconects with them and just chat with them. It does a couple of things, as I said on my last video. It gives them the opportunity to come in and look at the products of OnPassive, which are going to be phenomenal. And it also signs them up and puts them in your organization, and they will be in OnPassive for eternity. And eventually they're going to come in and buy something. That's just how good OnPassive is. So as this happens, I don't know if we're going to be able to share it with just founding members or with the people we know around us, if we can share it with everybody. I think we're going to be able to share it with everybody because the test stage of oconect, it's over. And I'm hoping that as we invite people in to have conversations with them, just to chat with them, that they will be signed up in your organization with their name and their email, and they will get a free trial of oconect as that happens. I'm hoping that's the way it happens. So as we start to think about OnPassive, what we need to do, what's coming, and Mr. Mufar went over all of it. But initially, these are the things that we have to do, come in and to get ready for them. They're here. They're coming in days, not weeks and months. They're coming in days. These are things we all have to do. One of the other things is that is going to be very, very, and I know this is on everybody's mind. As we become independent resellers of the IT product, what does the commission structure look like? We haven't seen that. We know from Mr. Mufar that the commission structure is dynamic. We know that it will be better than anything we've said. We know over time it's going to be phenomenal what it does for each and every one of us. Now, you cannot see that commission structure unless you're an independent reseller of the IT product, and I believe, this is just what I believe, you've bought oconect. That's the first product we're going to be able to buy. Now, obviously, if you don't own oconect, you can't sell oconect. Neither can anybody put a sale in your organization. So why would they show you the compensation program? If you're not an independent reseller of the IT product, you're not going to see the compensation program. It has nothing to do with you. You are a customer. You have come in, you're participating, you're a customer, and perhaps you will or will not buy some of the products of OnPassive. I think in time you will. That's how good the products are. But that's a really intriguing part about what's coming in the near future. And I know everybody is interested in that. The way you do that, you come in, you do the things Mr. Mufar wants you to do, you become an independent reseller of the IT product, you buy oconect, and all of a sudden, boom, the commission structure's up there. Now, I've had some people come to me with wandering minds, and they're thinking about all kinds of different scenarios. It's not OnPassive. Stop thinking about what OnPassive could be and look and see what OnPassive is. It is phenomenal. It is going to change your life. And over time, I believe that you will find a way forward to find financial independence. That's one of the things we're here for. Just one of the things. There are many reasons why we're here, but that's one of the things. And when you think about OnPassive, and I know when you've listened to Ash and Marty and Red and Chris over the last couple of days, and it was not their intent. They're just excited about OnPassive and the news that's out there. You get the feeling that I think I have to sell in order to do anything OnPassive. I have to do something. Well, I'm telling you what you have to do, and you don't have to sell. And Marty says that very, very, very plain. He doesn't want you to sell, and I'll get into that in just a second. But the bottom line is that on passive, we are not going in competition with on passive. In other words, we have to go out, we have to sell, and we have to compete with on passive for sales. That's not how it works. This has not changed. As on passive goes out, markets to the world, people come in, they manage that. As people come in and love the product, buy the product, they manage that. As they become customers and start using the product, they manage that. We are not competing against Unpassive. Each one of those individuals that come in and buy from Unpassive, they have to go through the brand ambassadors of Unpassive. Now, one person isn't going to go through all the brand ambassadors. It's going to be put on a rotator, and those customers will land where they land under any particular brand ambassador that's out there. But eventually, it will get to all of us. And because of the volume that Unpassive is going to be doing, it's going to be massive. Yeah, I just think over time that it's just a done deal. It's taken care of. So put that behind you. Unpassive, we do not have to compete against them for sales, for customers, for all of that stuff. Unpassive and you and I as brand ambassadors, we are working together. Now, let's get to the other side of what you can do. Now, the first part of that, you have to do that. You have to do those things to get to where you want to be. But on the other side, doing extra things that will help your business escalate and get you to that place of financial independence quicker. There are some things you can do, I would recommend you do, and Marty puts it very, very well. Share. Just share. You are going to own oconect. Why wouldn't you use a superior platform to communicate with those individuals that you love? That is sharing. Just bring them on, have a nice conversation with 1 or 2 or 10 or 20, how many ever you want, and just throw it around. It's not even about Unpassive. It's not even about oconect. It's about communicating with those individuals you care about, those people you love, your friends, your community. That's it. We can all do that. If you do not do that, if you do not use the products of Unpassive in that way, sharing it with other people, even though they don't even know you're sharing it with them, it's just a foolish move. We can all do this. Very, very few people will have an excuse not to use oconect. So when we talk about doing other things other than the initial things we need to do in Unpassive that Mr. Buffard directs us to do, there are other things we can all do to escalate your business to get to that place where you're financially independent quicker. Again, we're just cutting time frames. We're getting you there quicker. Now, there will be other things that are coming out that you'll look at them and you'll go, well, I don't think I'm going to use that. I recommend you own them, because if you don't own it, you can't make a commission on it. You can't sell it. So you want to own everything if you can. And financially, over time, you will be able to own everything. But there will be ways that myself, that Marty DeGarmo, that Red Redfern, that Chris, and many other founders will express to you that you can use these products, very, very simple, just like oconect, and cut those time frames and get to that place where you want to get quicker. So all of that is coming. But today, this is about you. This is your time. This is time to flex our muscles, as Ash would say. And we can all do this. This is part of Unpassive. This is part of being active in Unpassive. This is part of engaging Unpassive. Do not be passive. If you're out on the farm sitting on a fence and you're not going to do anything, you will miss this. Guarantee it. The more engaged you can be, the more you'll learn just by osmosis, and the more it's going to help you get to those places you want to be. So I just wanted to come on and emphasize that a little bit. The webinar that Ash did, I would recommend it if you're a brand ambassador. Go back into your back office, go to Marty's YouTube channel. It's coolzone.com, Coolzone YouTube, and the video is there. Listen to Ash. He talks about 45 minutes. He was really great. I mean, 45 minutes. He got so much information out there. You don't want to miss it. But I would go back there and listen to it, and then just keep in mind, be ready, be engaged, be ready to do the things he asks you to do. And some of these things are just going to pop up. They're just going to be in your OES back office, along with the new OES back office. So we're there. We're there. April, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time for everything. One last thing before I leave. Ash talked about 2, not bombs, nuclear bombs that he's going to be telling us this month. Why don't you want to miss anything? There it is. I mean, he's putting everything out there, but the stuff he hasn't shared with us is just going to rock your boat. So that's it for today, guys. Go on back to Cool Zone YouTube channel. Listen to Ash. Marty's got it back there for you. It is phenomenal. You won't be disappointed. You'll love it. And then from there, just get ready. We're going to see each and every one of you at the top. Take care. Have a great week.